staying on a particular topic when you have an argument is also very important. Going back to old topics, like you're putting salt in a wound that is already getting healed.
Trying to fight fairly in a relationship, number one point I would say is using the I statement.
Okay.
Now, why do I say using the I statement? Some kind of words that we offer, right, might change the mood of an argument or a conflict.
Might change the whole concept of the argument.
The whole concept. So instead of saying like, you made me feel
this way,
you should instead turn it the other way, like, I feel hurt, or I feel pain, I feel sad, I feel angry, I feel that when you ... So you shouldn't throw blames. If you say you made me feel, you are throwing blame on that person.
Yeah.
So instead, you should say, I feel ... I feel hurt, I feel sad, I feel angry, I feel bad when you do ... blah, blah, blah. So using the I statement is very important.
Okay.
The next point I'll give is choosing our words carefully.
Okay. Even though in a relationship, like we always say, there will be an argument. Like you have reasons, you have like all the right to be angry, to rant, you understand? But there are some things that no matter how angry you are in a relationship, in an argument, there are some things that you cannot say.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so no matter how worried or no matter how distressed you are, the problem is, no matter how hurt you are, there are some things that you are not allowed to say.
Yeah.
Because those words, those things that you may say at that moment, it bleeds. It can hurt until, like, I guess.
That's you have my point, in fact, well understood. Why I said so is because sometimes in an argument we tend to, start calling names, throwing slangs, you just assume how the other person is feeling. You just feel like it's just maybe exaggerating or things like that. So things like that really escalates situations. It might just be a minor issue, but the moment you start calling her name, you start maybe throwing blame, it just changes everything.
That's changing, like in a topic, in an argument, you start calling her name, you animal, you are a flirt, you are a drunkard. All those words really hurt.
Especially using demeaning words, like making someone feel really low. Their morale goes down mentally, they are down. It's draining. And you just imagine you're having an argument and then you keep telling her that she is that, she is that, she is that.
It must not just be her. What if the woman keep telling him that you are that, you are a drunkard, you are a humanizer, you like women, you like looking at women, all those type of things. It's not like women see that like it does not hurt, but normally I can tell you that some men find it very offensive. There are some men that they will do whatever, they will sacrifice everything that they can in a relationship to make a relationship work. You understand?
Yeah.
There are some men that they will even go extra mile.
Sure.
You understand? Just to make the relationship work. And for the woman to even see the effort of the man. Instead, the woman keep like giving the man name. You are a flirt, you are a dad, you do that, you come home late, you all those type of stuff. It really breaks down the man. It really breaks down the man, which I think no matter how right you may be in that argument, I think just saying that will like instead make things get worse. We have also this very important topic, this important point, staying on the topic. You get the point?
Yes.
So maybe today I came home late. It's my fault. I came home late, right?
Yes.
Now I'm aware and I know I have wronged you and you're angry.
Sure.
You understand? So we discuss things and everything. Okay, we are fine tomorrow. Then the next day, maybe I offer something, a word that wasn't good for you, like you did not find it funny and the rest. And for you to tell me that, honey, see, that word that you offered today, I didn't like. You start telling me that the other day, you first of all came them late, all those type of stuff. Like staying on a particular topic when you have an argument is also very important.
Yeah.
Going back to old topics, like you're putting salt in a wound that is already getting healed. You get the point? Like, no matter how you are right in this case, trust me, you're making the relationship so complicated. Yeah, no matter right you are, how right, I don't know how I can put it in English, but no matter how the reason that you have, yes, even if you correct which kind of way, even if you're right in which way, the fact that you start bringing old topics, and you did that the other day, your mom last year, you did all those stuff, you're not arguing fairly. You get the point? I don't know if you have something else to add.
I have another point. I've been thinking, while you were talking, I was thinking about it. It's like we should frame our words, right? When we like to fight fairly, you frame your words in such a way that it invites dialogue.
Okay.
And not defensiveness.
Okay.
Because sometimes the way we pour out our problems, it's like we are in a courtroom. Instead, we should do it in such a way that it invites dialogue, where you guys can communicate freely, just talking. Not that you just throw your words anyhow, and expect things to happen. It doesn't work that way. So framing our words will go a long way.
Okay. Yeah. No, so remember we are talking about how to fight fairly in a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, I know some people, if you're just watching or if you are just coming in the midst of the discussion, we are talking about how you can fight fairly in a relationship without hurting your partner. Yeah, because there are situations that you might have right, you might have reasons, you might have whatever it takes, like for the other person to say, honey, see, I did that, I'm really sorry. You understand? You might have all these, but just the fact that you don't know how to tackle that point, you don't know how to approach your partner, it makes the whole situation complicated. Yeah. So we mentioned some of these points, which I guess it's just our point here. Some people, it's my point.
Sorry to cut you short. I have one last point that I wanted to give. Like, most of us, we are always guilty of this. We don't really practice active listening.
Okay. We don't listen.
What I mean by that is, most of us, we just listen to answer, to respond.
Yeah.
We don't listen to understand.
That is a problem.
So just a lady, I'm talking the perspective of a lady. We want things like, when you talk to your man, let him understand where you are coming from.
Okay.
But on the side of the man, most of them, or most men, would want to just listen. Okay, maybe she wants this response, then I'll give it to her, without understanding her point. So that is very important. Listening to understand and not just to respond.
Okay.
It's also very important. I had one of my friends. This is one that was like the major problem they always had. When he's talking, he knows that when she's done talking, either I say sorry or maybe I say, okay, babe, let's go out. Everything is going to get okay. Not knowing that the situations will keep piling up. You have not yet addressed the situation. You have just, okay, that's what she likes to hear. And then you have given it to her. But the situation, you keep finding it that time to time, that same problem is
coming up. Because you have not looked for time to listen carefully and see how you can tackle the problem.
Yes.
That one also is very important.
Very important. So
I think that is it for today. We have tried to discuss one or two things. Like, guys, it's not always needful to shout, to bring things in a very difficult situation when you guys have arguments at home. Yeah, it is always very, 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 very profitable to argue fairly.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't hurt the other. Yeah, so it's very important because means of communication in a relationship plays a very important role. So we should also try to see how we can communicate fairly so as not to hurt the other party. So guys, if you have any point in addition to what we have discussed today, guys, we'll be very happy to get your own point of view.
Sure.
This is just what we know, and like if you know more, you can always try to help us. Like we always do, please, if you like this episode, don't hesitate to give us a like, comment, and share. That goes a very long way. Till then, we'll see you again in the next episode. Bye-bye.